DesiJamaicans.com. What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Saturday. So happy to be chilling with you guys. You know I love coming to you. My peoples from all over the world. Whether you're watching from London, Canada, UK, throughout the Caribbean. Of course, we're in South Florida representing for the diaspora who live here. But we love talking to you and we want you to become engaged in our chat. So don't be afraid to like, comment, and share. All right, so just drop a comment for me. I'm Suze Speaks. You know I'm your hostess with the mostest, women's empowerment advocate. Love doing it for the ladies. I know we have a lot of pressure in society and we don't get to talk. So come on in and chat to us and let us know how you feel. So I have an expert next to me. We're sitting in West Palm Beach, Florida. We are at a cute little, I don't know, patio area. Little plaza. Relaxing, sweating a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's a fountain around, there's ducks and birds, and it's just creating every bit of South Florida vibe that I need right now. But I want to tell you what's most important about this discussion is that for you who own small businesses, particularly my ladies out there, I don't know about you, but I'm confused as ever when it comes to ads and buying Facebook ads, Instagram ads, any kind of social media ads. You don't know if you're wasting your money or if you're really making a good purchase. So guess who I brought for y'all? Oh yes, you can thank me later. She is a marketing maven and social media expert. She's out of Palm Beach, but she can help you wherever you are. You can always go to our website. I want you to check out and I want y'all to welcome none other than Miss Deborah Pullins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
I love that.
Make her feel welcome, guys. This is Jamaicans.com. You know, she happens to be from the U.S., but we got a lot of love for the Caribbean right here. So send us a message so we know that you're watching and enjoying. So what's up, Deborah?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Doing my little Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm so excited to talk to you because I know this will help a lot of people in business. Yeah. No matter where you are around the world, Facebook took over your life. People watch Facebook.
That's
people
true.
stay on Facebook. It's like a necessary evil.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I'm laying in bed and I should be sleeping. And I'm still on social media. So that's what the people are, though. You can't get around it.
That's why.
So I know you love helping people in this area.
Yeah.
How did you get into social media marketing?
Oh God, I have a lot of smaller hobbies that I do.
Yes.
So I had a hard time getting people to show up for like different workshops that I would put on and things like that. So I started to learn social media marketing so that when I have a project or when I have something I want to do, I can actually draw people in.
Oh, so it was kind of for your own sake, and then you're like, I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Other people can use this. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've been working with people, you work on a one-on-one basis. You take clients. I just want people to know DeborahPullins.com, and I will drop it also in the link in the in the description.
Yeah.
How did you get involved, and how do you work with people in terms of business marketing?
Right, so I do work one-on-one with local businesses. I work primarily with different kinds of med spas or people that give services where you actually have to come into their business. But I can also work with people who work on a client basis as well. And then I also do this in my day job also, like full-time Facebook ads all day, every day.
Oh, wow. So she's not faking it. This is not, I do marketing on the side. Everybody's a marketer. I do marketing on the side. None of that, guys. I will only bring you authentically, like really, really experienced people who know what they're talking about. That is very rare sometimes. Sometimes we get all these so-called experts taking your money, but we're not doing that today. We're offering actual value for the free. You're welcome. You're welcome. So one thing I know about a lot of people who are in business, the first thing you want to do is let people know that you're there.
Yeah.
So I know, for example, I have a cousin, shout out to my cousin, who is getting ready, actually I should hook you guys up, who's getting ready to open her own, I'll say medical office in the Midwest.
Oh, wow.
And she is looking at like spending money either on rent or spending money on ads. And I'm like, you got to get a smaller space, boo, and get your ad money ready because you got to get people in the door.
Who's coming?
Exactly. I'm like, first of all, you have this beautiful space. How do we pay for it?
Yeah.
So what are some of the tips that you see based on clients in terms of the type of budget you have? Can you be effective if you're on the smaller end, if you're just starting out and your budget is not really hundreds of thousands, not even thousands, more like hundreds or even the 50s and the hundreds?
Yeah.
What can you do? Can you be effective on social media?
You absolutely can. You can actually start for as little as $5 a day. But what you want to do is test. You have to test. If you are trying to do any type of marketing at all and you're not testing or tracking those numbers, then you're literally throwing your money away.
Wow.
So
you gotta. So it's okay to start with the $5 ad buy. Sometimes I don't know if you guys have business pages, but for those of you who do, when they offer that ad buy and that boost of your post, I'm never sure if I should really buy that. Is that like a ploy to get more money out of you? Once you've done buy, say you bought $5, and should you go back and try to reboost the post again? And are those giving you value, or is it kind of like, okay, they bought something, let's get some more money real quick? I don't know. I feel bad. I don't always boost it again.
You know, yes and no. Because Facebook, you have to remember, they're a business, right? So they have the things, they have the smaller things for you, like they have their dollar menu, and then they got their actual menu, right?
Am I on the dollar menu?
You might be.
When she said $5, I was like,
I know.
that's my budget. That's my
Right.
budget. You're
well,
like,
$5 for every ad that you're testing.
Okay.
So, but
That's
yeah.
a test. That's a test money, guys.
There you
I was
go.
excited when I thought it was my budget. Okay.
Nah.
The test money.
If you going in, you want to do like $20 a day.
Ooh.
If you really going in after you test it, right?
Okay,
After
so
you
$5
know.
for the test.
Yeah.
But then you might need to step up your game.
Yeah.
And get to the $20 if you see what's actually effective for your business. Okay.
Exactly.
So you can get into the market, but the boosting afterwards, you said it's kind of yes or no. What do you feel?
Well, okay. So Facebook gives you the option to boost the post from your business page because it's quick, it's super easy, and they know that you don't really have the time or the desire to do the actual marketing.
Right.
So it's not completely ineffective. They're not lying to you. They're not
Right.
just like stealing your money.
Okay, good. Good.
So some people will see it. But when you actually do a sponsored post, you are doing like targeted. It's very targeted. You can
Right.
actually decide who you want to see it
Right.
nationwide or
Right.
statewide.
Right.
It's not just the people who like your page.
Right.
And then a lot of times the people who actually like your business page are like what? Friends and family.
I can't stand
You
it.
got your cousin.
I listen, when I see people watching my story, it's like the same group of like 100 people
Yeah.
that I know very well. And I'm like, why is my story not going to people who I don't know?
Yeah.
So they designed it so that you have to purchase exposure to people outside of those immediate, very familiar circles. Because I know that I'm like, damn, it's the same 10 people.
Yeah.
Like, why are they the only people that
Yeah.
see my story boosts or a certain thing? So, all right. So when we talk about ad buys, you have big companies and then you have individuals who are like more solo proprietorships and people who are just in small businesses. I'm talking about less than 50 people.
Yeah.
So for me, I operate a very small business, 3 people, and you're like trying to make everything work plus market.
You
So,
do it though.
Yeah, we're trying. So for a person like me who's in more like 20 people or less, what does it look like in terms of how can this be effective for a small business owner?
How can marketing in general on Facebook be effective?
Yes. Is it effective? Do you think there's return on it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that for the smaller the business is, actually the more control that you have, right? Because you're able to determine who exactly is your ideal customer. When you're still in that small stage where you're scaling up your business slowly and you only have 3, 5, 10, 20 employees,
Right.
you really have more time to think about your marketing and the direction that you want to go in. And you might have a little bit more of a budget to be able to allocate toward testing different things online and trying different things and, getting a return on that investment. So I think the smaller you are, the more of an advantage you actually have.
Knowing your clientele.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So tell me about what a good ad looks like. So some people have told me, oh, you gotta have video. Then I did a video and I'm like, ain't nobody watched my video. Or the engagement was less than 1%.
Right.
Like the reach was there, but I was like, but nobody clicked it. I will never do another Facebook ad with a video.
Oh.
But then I saw people who had other videos that were doing very well.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of individuals and, their posts at the beach, they boost them.
Yeah.
Or they sponsor them. I'm like, why are you sponsoring your posts at the beach? Tell us what an actually good and effective ad looks like.
So generally speaking, video ads and pictures that look very personal are going to do the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Why wasn't nobody clicking on my video though? Okay.
I can actually tell you why.
Why?
Okay, so basically, with a video, how it goes is you have, in the back office, you actually have a way to tell Facebook, I specifically want to target people who are going to watch my video. And I don't know if you did that or not.
I know I didn't do that.
Yeah, okay. So
I
there's
didn't do that.
there's a specific way that you can set up, it's called a custom conversion. And I actually have a workshop coming up. We can go over all that stuff.
No, plug the workshop.
Yeah.
Because I think people, now that we're kind of like sparking the interest, and you didn't even know, because I didn't know, that there was a back office to the back office to tell you who you can send it to so they can make sure they watch your video.
Yeah.
Tell us when your workshop. She's a workshop at the end of the month in May here.
Yay.
Tell us where we can find information about it or what it's going to be like.
It's going to be on Eventbrite, and we will put the link
Yes.
below,
Yes,
wherever.
yes.
But it's going to be a couple hours long. along, actually, just like if you were in person. You know, you can have your Facebook ad account set up sitting next to you while I'm talking to you. We'll actually be together live. So if you want to set up a campaign or just ask questions about ads that are actually running, you have the opportunity to do that as well. So it's going to be really personal.
I love it.
I like it a lot.
So if you just like me, kind of like on the tip of the iceberg, and you didn't know there was much more iceberg under the water, you got to realize that there's experts that can help you.
Yeah.
And you know, some people, but it's good to know a person that you can ask.
Yeah.
So when I think about, okay, so you said video is good, and then you can customize it, and you said personal pictures. Give us an example of what you mean by personal picture.
So one of my favorite marketers, his name is Dan Henry. If you want to go to his page, you can actually look at the ads he's running. And it's really funny because the ads that get the most engagement, people clicking and commenting, are just like photos of him with like his baby, or like photos of him sitting next to her, that something actually gets us to interrupt and gets our attention. So when you see an ad that actually the image gets your attention, or you resonate with the copy, screenshot it and see if it's something that you can use in your own business. And you can also like certain pages to start having their ads show up. So if you're in competition with somebody and you want to see what kind of ads they're running, just like the page, you know what I'm saying? And
so it's all good. I think some people are afraid that they're going to be like copying another brand, etc. However,
don't do that.
Don't outright. I've seen that.
Don't copy and paste. Really?
I've seen people. Like, look at this girl's ad. She just took everything, almost all the exact wording off my ad and put it on hers with her face. And I was like,
that happened to you?
My brother also. And I thought, yikes. One thing about when they say the biggest compliment is to have somebody copy you. I can't think of the great, lovely saying, but I was like, that's not a compliment. Ooh, don't do it word for word though. Don't do it word for word.
No, definitely change stuff out.
I mean, get ideas.
It's really funny, and it's very relevant to the ad that you're running.
Okay.
I wouldn't just generally do like a motivational quote or something, unless you're trying to get likes to your page. You could run that kind of ad and just say, like this page if you agree, or like this page for more motivational stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if you're not doing that, if you actually want people to click on it, engage, go somewhere, do something, then just run a personal ad or run an ad about your service or your business or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I just want to, and I know I can't read your questions, but we will go back on and make sure we answer, and please do share all the information that you guys want based on your questions. So if you have questions about specific social media marketing, I will make sure Deb and I get back on and make sure we answer it for you. So don't be afraid to leave comments and to like and share.
Yeah.
So what is your last piece of advice? When you say, I want a successful marketing campaign this month, I'm a small business, balling on a, say, $250 budget. What would be my first steps or next steps to say, hey, let me create a decent ad campaign that delivers value and hopefully has some draw?
Yeah. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. That seems like so general, but honestly, if you know your avatar.
What the hell?
Oh, he's saying hi.
Do you see this bird in the background?
He's like, I want to be a star.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's a big old crow that flew like a 747.
Yeah, those must be good luck. I've seen a lot.
I don't know. It must be. Winter is coming. The crows are here. Wow. Sorry to interrupt you, but
that's okay.
This is live, folks. You know we keep it real. But so if you, like I said, if you have questions, make sure you share. But as you were saying, comment. As you were saying, so if I have a small budget and I want to get out there this month, what kind of things do you think would be effective for me?
So knowing your avatar, knowing your customer very, very well.
Knowing your avatar. That's jargon. I don't know what that means.
Knowing your customer. This person an avatar is just a customer that you have set up in your mind. You know how old they are. You know what they do for a living. You know what they like, what they don't like, yada, yada. But you make the person up, but that person is real somewhere, someone like that. But anyway, as long as you know who your customer is and you're not expecting Facebook to do all that work